Hello, my name is Christina Jones, and today I will be explaining the endosymbiotic theory, how it works, how it relates to today's organisms, and how many microbes evolved into eukaryotic cells. Beginning with the definition of the endosymbiotic theory. Endo, meaning within, and symbiotic, meaning a mutually beneficial relationship between two or more different individuals. This theory basically states that a smaller organism was engulfed by a larger organism, and rather than being digested, it allowed both to exchange forms of energy and protection with one another. Similarly, we can see this in modern creatures that are visible with the naked eye, such as clownfish and anemones. Starting with a large ancestral prokaryote, the nucleoid region containing the DNA of the cell would begin to pack itself into a tighter space than what is usual. Meanwhile, the cell membrane would begin to fold inward, eventually pinching off. This will create an inner membrane. This membrane wraps around the nucleoid region, creating the first nucleus, and the excess will create the endoplasmic reticulum. This would be an example of the first eukaryotic cell. After this development, another ancestral prokaryote will be engulfed by the eukaryotic cells, but rather than being digested, the cells will work together, with the prokaryote providing energy via fermentation, glycolysis, photosynthesis, and in return, protection from a surrounding environment via the eukaryotic host. I like to think of this like the popular video game character Kirby. He engulfs opponents and uses their unique abilities to his advantage. Similarly, the eukaryotic cells are able to survive without a constant need for energy sources, allowing them to survive longer and thrive in harsh environments. So how do we understand this theory as it works today? Well, by observing the actions of certain organelles, like mitochondria or chloroplasts, we are able to support this theory. Compared to a modern prokaryote, such as E. coli, both organelles and E. coli reproduce asexually via binary fission. Both contain DNA in the form of circular DNA rather than linear, which is what we see in eukaryotes, and both acquire energy by the same methods, such as glycolysis, lactic acid fermentation, or photosynthesis. Both also contain ribosomes that are different from that of eukaryotes, typically shorter and smaller. There are also examples of bacteria that are capable of photosynthesis called cyanobacteria, and these bacteria act similarly to chloroplasts in that they are able to get all of the energy they require from the sun.